Hey boys and girls, are you guys ready for a good Fundations lesson? I bet you're ready with your yellow journals or your yellow notebooks out on your desk, or red or black or whichever. Got your language arts notebooks on your desk and a pencil and a good snack probably ready to go? Okay, great. Well, while you're snacking, we're going to practice a couple of the sounds that we've been working on. And we're not talking about just letter sounds anymore. We're talking about letter groupings that make different sounds, like the glued sounds we've been talking about. So let's go through them. I'll say them first, and you can repeat after me just to make sure we're saying them the right way. A-N-G, thang, ang. A-N-G, thang, ang. O-N-G, song, ong. O-N-G, song, ong. I-N-G, ring, ing. I-N-G, ring, ing. Good job. U-N-G, lung, ung. U-N-G, lung, ung. Good job. Let me say it first. A-N-K, bank, ank. A-N-K, bank, ank. I-N-K, pink, ink. I-N-K, pink, ink. O-N-K, honk, onk. O-N-K, honk, onk. U-N-K, junk, unk. U-N-K, junk, unk. Good. A-L-L, ball, all. A-L-L, ball, all. A-N, fan, an. A-N, fan, an. A-M, ham, am. A-M, ham, am. Good job. Now remember, we have to glue these sounds together and see them glued on the page, just like we have to glue them in our mind, because the A, the I, the O, the U, they don't make the same sounds when they're in front of those nasal letters, N and M. Remember, they're nasal. We push them through our nose, so it makes our vowels sound different when they're right in front of them. So that's why we glue these together. And then that A-L-L, ball, all, is just a weird one. It just says the O sound instead of the A sound, so we just have to remember it. It's a rule breaker. All right, we've also been talking about other changes to the traditional letter sounds. And those changes were the R-controlled vowels that we talked about last week for just a little, like a day or two. So you can look back at that poster over there kind of by the computers, I think is where it is. And we talked about the 5 vowels that are changed by the R, that bossy R. And we really talked about the AR and the OR. So let's practice those sounds really quickly. AR, car, R. AR, car, R. Good job. OR, horn, or. OR, horn, or. Great. Okay, so right now, we're going to talk about those other 3 letters. Now, think for a moment in your head, just think in there. Why would we clump or put together the ER, the IR, and the UR controlled, or R-controlled vowels? Why is it that we group those together? I know you're getting it. I know you're probably saying it out loud too. Let other people think. ER, IR, and UR all share the same sound. Let's practice it. ER, her, ER, her. Good. IR, bird, IR, bird, Good. UR, burn, UR, burn, Awesome. Now, these vowels that are controlled by R's are wonderful for readers because you see an ER, an IR, or a UR in any word and you know it all makes the same sound, But for spellers, it gets really tricky because that's one sound and 3 different ways to spell it. So we're going to practice it a little bit, and I'm going to show you that you know more about spelling these R-controlled vowels than you really think you do. All right, so now you need to have your notebook opened to your first clean page, have your pencil ready, and I'm going to tell you a word. And I want you to use those good spelling practices that we've been working on in writing. I want you to tap it out, hear all the sounds, and then I want you to spell this word 3 different ways. Each of the words I will tell you will have the sound in it. but you have to figure out which way looks the best. Does it look and make more sense with an ER? Does it make more sense with an IR? Or does it just look right with a UR? You have to decide that after you write each word with each of those spelling patterns. So if I said turtle, which that's not it, don't write it. If I said turtle, I would write it T-E-R-T-L-E, because that uses the ER. T-I-R-T-L-E, because that uses the IR, or T-U-R-T-L-E. And we all know that T-U-R-T-L-E is correct. Turtle has a T-U in it. So you would circle the one with the U-R. Okay, so I'm going to tell you one word. You're going to tap it out, and you're going to write it 3 different ways, and then circle the one that makes the most sense. The first word is the word turn. Please wait your turn to speak. Turn. Tap it out. T-er-n. Turn. Hear that in there. So try it with an ER, an IR, and a UR. T-er-n. Turn. Okay, I'll give you a few more seconds. All right, the next word. If you're not done with turn, you can go back to it in a little bit. The next word is third. Third. With any luck, all of you will be moving on to 3rd grade next year. Third. Okay, you hear that in there. Th-er-d. Third. Tap it out again. Th-er-d. Third. What makes those sounds? Try the ER, the IR, and the UR. I'll give you a few more seconds to write that third 3 ways. And then circle the one that looks the best to you with your reader's eye. Our brains know more than we think they do sometimes. All right, and the final word is the word reader. Reader. Everyone in this class could say, I am a great reader, because you all are great readers. All right, so tap that out. R-E-D-er. Reader. Listen again. R-E-D-er. Reader. Okay. That one can be tricky, but there are resources around the room to spell the word read, because it's got that long E sound instead of a short vowel. So your 3 words, you should have written a total of 9 words. 3 different turn spellings, 3 different third spellings, and 3 different reader spellings. And then one of each of those should be circled when you find the one that looks the best to you and looks right. You ready to see? All right. The word turn is spelled T-U-R-N. Turn. Good job, you guys. If you got that one right, good job. Kiss your brain. All right. The next word is third. Is that digraph, right? Do you hear the digraph? T-H-I-R-D. Very good. And our final word, reader, is tricky because read has that long E sound in it. So we'll go step by step with it, and we'll talk more about the vowel teams that make long E sounds in a little bit, or in a few days or weeks. Let's see. R, E, A, D, that's read, E-R. E-R is the on reader. Great job. You guys did awesome. I hope you're proud of yourselves. It looks better when you give yourself a chance to read the word correctly. That's why writing a word 2 or 3 different times or 2 or 3 different ways is a great way to help you figure it out if you're trying to spell it. All right. We've got one more word that I want us to focus on today, and this is going to be our word of the day. So you can read it as soon as you see it. I've already marked it up for you. The word is stamp. Good job. The word is stamp. Now again, this isn't a tricky word, but it has a lot of things we have to keep in mind. It starts off with the st sound, which is good. It's a blend. It is a blend. You hear the S and you hear the T, but they're two consonants beside each other. St is a blend for the ST. Then it has am in it, that glued sound that needs to be boxed in, and it ends with the p. Stamp. Stamp. Very good. Make sure you're writing this word in your notebook with your neatest handwriting. And then remember, it's a single vowel that's closed in by consonants, so we can scoop it together as a closed syllable word. Stamp. Stamp. We could easily tap that out. Stamp. Stamp. Good job. And if it was your job to stamp things, you might be called a stamper. And you could write an ER, IR, or UR on the end of this to make the stamper sound if you wanted to. That's not what you need to do, though. And usually if it's a person whose job it is, like a teacher or a worker or a server, it's usually an ER on the end. That's just a little trick we can talk about later. All right, boys and girls, you've done a great job today. I'm super proud of you and your phonics work and the readers and writers that you are becoming. You're doing an awesome job. Have a great day.